Hello, Billy. You've gone from the local circuit to now having two UFC victories under your belt. Can you just describe what it's been like to be able to jump up to the big show and have the success you've had so far?
Yeah, it's been it's been a long time coming. I just saw it was the 5 year anniversary of the Ultimate Fighter that I was on. A team favorite versus McGregor. So it's definitely been a lot of hard work I put in, and it finally feels like it's paying off. And it's just a great feeling, man. This is a dream come true to be here, and to be 2-0 and looking to go 3-0. It's literally a dream come true.
What do you take most from those fights before you made it to the UFC that you helped get you ready? Was it moments? Was it just the overall fight experience? What helped you?
Yeah, just a lot of it. Just I think a little bit of everything. I knew from the Ultimate Fighter, I lost by I was getting out muscled, I was getting out grappled, out wrestled. That was a big part of things I needed to work on. It was also at 155 pounds, was at lightweight. I kind of realized I was, a pretty small lightweight, and that I was able to make 145. So changing the weight class, fighting at 145, which is closer to my frame, and just getting the experience, being around all those guys, being around Faber and McGregor, and knowing that I was capable of competing with these guys in the UFC.
This is your second fight of the pandemic era. Does it feel familiar to get back there to Vegas and the hotel? Does it feel like deja vu?
Yeah, yeah, it really does, man. It feels like it's like I'm doing the exact same thing over again. We just have a different opponent. I like the matchup once again, and everything else has been pretty smooth. I got some weight to cut today, and then it's time to have some fun.
Did you bring anything different with you to help pass the time at the hotel now that you've had the experience?
Well, yeah, I got to cut a few more pounds because last time we met at 150, so I got 4 more pounds to cut. So I'm just, I got a little bit leaner for this fight. I actually put on a little bit of muscle, but got a little bit leaner for this fight, and I'm making sure I have a good smooth cut.
Gotcha. Final question. What's your assessment of Kyle Nelson as an opponent?
Yeah, he's a very tough opponent. I looked up his fights, and he's a strong striker. He likes to move forward just like me. So I think we're gonna start this. I think there's the reason why we're on the main card is because I think there's gonna be some fireworks in this fight. I think it's gonna be exciting right from the opening bell, and it's gonna be a good way to start off the main card.
Hey, thank you, Billy. Good luck.
No problem, and thank you.
We will take our next question from Damon Martin with MMA Fighting.
Billy, you obviously had a crazy couple of months with your fight and then turning around and then what happened with Matt Frivola. Can you kind of give me an idea of what these past couple of months have been like for you in terms of your fighting, but also kind of like the emotions, everything you've gone through?
Yeah, I kind of try to keep my emotions in check because as crazy as it's been for me, it seems like it's been pretty crazy for everyone else too. This is obviously not normal being in a room with a bunch of guys with masks on right now. But I just the fight was great. It was a risky fight to take at 150, and then to come back, it was unfortunate that I tested positive. I felt really bad about it, but obviously it was out of my control. And the UFC said, "Whenever you're ready, let's fight again." And I took the first opportunity they gave me. They offered me Kyle, and I really this is what I do for a living. I love it, and I'm trying to be a big star in this sport. So I want to just keep fighting and keep getting wins.
You when you got diagnosed with COVID-19, I had seen a couple of interviews with you where you said you were asymptomatic. You never really got with that. Did you ever deal with any symptoms or anything?
No, no real symptoms. I had like a stuffy nose, and then for like a couple days, I couldn't really taste everything as normal. But just having the stuffy nose, it didn't even alarm me because I've had allergies. I've had a broken nose before, so I wouldn't even have known that I had anything. Besides that, they told me that I was positive. So when I came back, I had to quarantine for a few weeks, but I couldn't even tell. I was still able to work out. I was still able to run, and I felt completely fine. But I'm just, I'm glad now that I've had a few negative tests now in a row, and hopefully this is the last time I have to deal with that.
Obviously, your last fight was against kind of a unique character, I guess is the best way to describe him.
Yeah.
Coming back from that, coming into this fight, Kyle's his own fighter and everything, but more of a you don't have to necessarily worry about those weird kind of bizarre things that Spike does with his style. Is it easier or more fun to prepare for an opponent like that, or does it really matter?
Yeah, every fight's different. Spike is definitely the most interesting character I fought. I think he's got a couple of screws loose in his head. I didn't mind getting ready for the Spike fight. He was saying a lot of stuff in these interviews, how he was gonna like murder me, and this was like gonna be an easy fight for him, which I thought was kind of ridiculous. But at the end of the day, no matter what my opponent says, I know we're gonna get to go out there and fight. So it's he's gonna have to back that up, whatever he said, and I'm really happy to get that last win. But overall, I'm just no matter who they give me and my team do a really good job breaking these guys down. So I always feel really confident going into these fights.
And last question, you coming out the Contender Series, you're on a pretty good win streak right now. Is right now more about staying busy and just fighting whoever they put in front of you? At what point do you start thinking about, hey, I need top 15 opponents? Not to say I want to rescue along or anything, but like, where's your mind at in terms of, is it more about activity right now, or will there be a breaking point where you say, okay, I need to get that top 15 opponents?
Yeah, it's definitely getting close. My first debut fight, Jacob took it on short notice, so that was a good win for me because he is a stud. But then the Spike fight, I still need to get through a few of these other guys who are in the same boat as me, climbing up those rankings. But yeah, I definitely feel like when I get past Kyle, that we will step up in competition a little bit, and by next year, definitely looking for ranked opponents, because that obviously it's the ultimate goal is to be a world champion, to be on these pay-per-view cards, to get more of a spotlight. So I definitely think I'm heading in that direction, but I got to just keep winning and just keep making a statement, and that's why I need to go for a finish Saturday night.
Thanks, Billy.
Thanks, man.